As students and staff head back to class in the middle of COVID-19, school nurses will be keeping an eye out for signs of the illness. So Columbiana Health Department decided to give them a little extra education. First News reporter Jacob Thompson joins us live tonight to explain a bit more.
Over the summer, school nurses around the county were invited to attend a new form of training, how to better prepare for the school year under a pandemic. At the start of summer, it was still unclear if school was going to be in person this fall, but the Columbiana County Health Department still wanted to remain prepared.
After a few meetings with the superintendents, thought that it would be important to start incorporating school nurses in, as they're going to be the ones that are seeing the sick children when they come down to the nurse's office from class.
Courses would be spread out over 7 weeks. They would be held once a week for 2 hours, starting with the basics, simple COVID-19 training.
We then talked about what a sick child might look like, what to do with a sick child, isolation and quarantine.
Janet Leipheimer is a school nurse at Crestview Schools and went through the training. In the school, she has 2 separate rooms. A well room for kids who might twist their ankles or need a Band-Aid, then a sick room.
The kids that come in here are ones that are going to be identified with a symptom that could be possibly COVID.
Separating those kids from the rest of the group. But throughout the course, new information and guidelines were being handed down and changing.
Like face shields were originally okay and then they weren't. The mask mandate. So there were some things that came up that changed how we were going to be doing things.
We start every presentation with, this may or may not be what you're going to hear tomorrow, but as of right now, this is what's current for today.
Until they rolled out a flow chart. This helps the nurses, students, and parents better understand how they are handling COVID-19 in the schools.
So they can print it off or they can cut it out and they can stick it on the fridge, and then it's not a surprise when they get a phone call from the school that their child might have to stay home for longer than they thought.
Now, if you wish to check out that flow chart, you can do so on our website. Live in Lisbon, Jacob Thompson, WKBN 27 First News.